Hey, the two of you. Make sure you properly tie the hostages this time, or I am docking your pay. I do not want another incident like in New Orleans. If that happens again, I am also taking from your salary to pay for the compensation given to the families. It will be 60% of it before the docking, and the amount will be extracted after it's docked. You, take this and bring it up front. Yes, I know the police are watching all the doors. Just open the door ajar and toss it out. For the so-called heroes! Of course! They would be the only ones stupid enough to approach. Come on, people! Even theater kids pulling pranks are putting in more effort in their schemes than you guys are. I swear on everything beyond the stars, if this fails, anyone that makes it out not dead or arrested will be fired. And one of them is awake. God damn it! The gas should have lasted longer. Hey, buddy. Look, I know this seems bad and all, but I really need you to leave the processing of emotions for later and sort of remain in shock, okay? I know this is stressful, trust me, but you have to hold on until this whole thing blows over. Because I have been doing this for years, decades, centuries? I have stopped keeping track of time, honestly. Just be aware, I have dealt with the situation a lot, and it's always the best to leave the processing of emotions when you are in a safer environment. I don't know. You get to build a lot of new identities when you're immortal, and you become good at it. Keeping track of them, however... Yeah. Supervillain identities. Let us leave those terms out. I would rather use them only when necessary because things are much more nuanced than that. At the very least, I consider them so. I know that I've tied you and 67 other people. Yes, I did count all of you myself. And taken over a bank. But I have my reasons, which I need not explain to every passerby or hostage. Yes, that was also the case with the research instituted about 3 months ago. Oh. Wait. This is your second time, is it not? Yeah, you were at the institute. Crying your eyes out back then as well. Kinda ironic. Well, you see, you are the reason for the use of the sleeping gas. The employees complained and they wanted a solution to shut people up since they were robbed of using lethal force. This must really not be good for the psyche. Well, here, have this. Now, you need to keep this a secret, but this is the card of the therapist I go to. They are very good at dealing with emotional turmoil. They have been dealing with the likes of someone who puts on a different mask and hits their head against the wall that is the current world structure for every few centuries. I will just tuck that in. And do not tell the heroes about this one, alright? It will just bring trouble to someone who's a really decent person and a really good therapist. No! I will not kill him if you do. I have standards, and I would rather not cause more pain than necessary. Which includes them being bothered by police and superheroes for any information regarding me. Having you go to that therapist also helps me because it lessens the chance that you will develop Stockholm syndrome. Which is a risk since the first time I was the one to stop my employees from shooting you, and now I'm doing this. I would very much rather not deal with that. It's a very weird situation to think of. Plus, I'm already working through the conflict brought by my determination to stick to my crueler methods in the presence of a loving person in my life that does not deserve the turmoil of the secret life I lead, and I do not need another conflict. I do have a very extremely loving person in my life. That's all you will get though. One, because I'm not going to give any information to a random civilian. And two, again, Stockholm Syndrome. The more you know about me, the better the chances that you'll get it. I would really rather keep this as professional as possible. You stay tied up and in shock. I make sure the damage remains emotional and not physical. Hospitals basically rob you for the smallest of injuries. The last thing I would want to give people is medical debt. Yes, going to a therapist also costs money. I'm aware of that, but it is not necessarily a guaranteed need. Unlike going to the hospital, thanks to being shot or stabbed. Plus, banks will cover any losses in their vaults from this robbery. At least they will if they do not want to lose face even more. Damn it! I told him to open it ajar, not break through like he's a whack-a-mole. The police were not supposed to shoot anyway. Who gave that clear? Well, this situation is not good by any means. The police did something incredibly stupid. Backup plan. I know this will only cause more stress, and I'm looking to leave people fearful of me rather than traumatized, so here's what we're going to do. I will tell you that the bombs that are going to be strapped to everybody are fake. They're there to make a point, not to kill anyone. But, because I've told you that, I will have to put this duct tape over your mouth so you keep quiet about it. I cannot have anyone break the immersion, Even my employees think they're live explosives. Now will you keep still? Thank you. And we will just put that there. Do not forget to call that therapist. I really don't want to deal with somebody with Stockholm Syndrome just because I'm partially decent. I did not risk bringing a medic here just for you to stand there and hold your hand over the wound. Bring him beside the register already. Have some common sense, people. I do not want to make a habit of threatening my employees with physical punishment, but if you will just keep standing around, you will see why they call me the jailer if you do not turn on your brains. Because then I will be forced to get my claws in this. And whenever I do, things get messy. You people should have learned that from the Louvre. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's a little shorter, but I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it already, this is actually a script fill by me for a script of the Tired Naiad. They are a member of my Discord server and have so graciously given me this script to fill. It was a lot of fun, so thank you again, Naiad. It was a blessing to be allowed to fill this script for you. Anyway, if you have any scripts you want to send to me, if you are okay with them being filled by only me, as I do go for exclusive content, you can either email them to me at my email address in, my About Me page on the channel, or you can join my Discord server and hand them in the video requests part there. I would love to do more script fills of you guys if you have anything, be it with that exclusivity rule. If you're not okay with that, then just post them on Reddit. I would love to see them still. You can still send them to me. I'm just not gonna be able to film them. Anyway, I'm going off because I have a lot of scripts to prep from before I go on vacation. Have a lovely day.